Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. I'm Benji, bringing you another video here. This is a pretty damn good game, I gotta say. I was watching this. It is going to be from the recent NRG StarCraft 2 tournament that was held in Sydney. Prizes of over $20,000 worth. This was the grand finals. This is game 3 in that grand finals. It is between nGenLight up in the top here as the blue Protoss player up against Just Juice in the bottom here. Just Juice is Startail Ace from Korea. He flew down for the tournament. He basically went almost undefeated. I think he dropped 2 games. That's not sets, that's individual games to get to the finals. And in a I think it's like 48 player double elimination. That's pretty damn good. It is actually the finals. The grand finals is the best of 7. The winner of this wins $8,000 plus a very high-end computer, probably worth about $3,000 or $4,000 plus a bunch of Razor gear. Second place is $2,000 plus a bunch of gear as well. So both players here definitely keen to win that money. It is PvP, and I know you guys are like, oh, PvP, how boring. No, it's actually a really freaking good game, I've got to say. I was watching this behind Light. I mean, he's my teammate, so I've got to cheer him on. Got to help him out as well. And yeah, honestly, it's actually 2-0 at the moment in the series. So it's game 3. ST Ace is 2-0 up right now. So he's been pretty much dominating Light. Light's been trying to play a standard PvP. You know, just try a bit of 4-gate, maybe Blink Stalk. In fact, the previous game, he actually went... Oh, actually, previous game was a proxy 2-gate by Startail Ace on Scrap Station. The first game was Blink Stalker, so just want to point that out. Light went Blink Stalker, made a bit of an error, tried to blink up into the main, but didn't have sight for long enough, actually just blinked against the wall, and couldn't come back from that. But Ace actually pretty much hard countered it. Ace is amazing at reading what build you're doing. He can see 4 Stalkers, and will know exactly what build you're doing, which is just nuts. It's just so impressive to watch. Like, Light would basically hide everything he could, except for, you know, moving around the map, trying to hide all these tech buildings, but Ace still knew exactly how to counter it. So this game, Light came into it with a bit of a plan. Okay, he's probably thinking, well, you know what, he's seen my Blink Stalker. And the last game wasn't really, it was just a proxy 2-gate that worked from Ace. It wasn't scouted early enough, and you don't really learn from much from that, obviously. I mean, you're just going to scan your, look around your base a little bit more. But Light here, that's what he does. It's going to be an interesting build. Actually, I've seen this game, so I'm trying not to spoil you guys about anything. But Cybercore is going down for Light, obviously, very standard opening so far. You can't do anything crazy yet, honestly, unless you want to do like a cannon rush or something, but obviously they both are not doing so. Ace is also getting his Cybernetics core and also getting out a Zealot as well. So Light has actually skipped that Zealot. So what he's doing now is he's going to be doing that 3 Stalker opening that so many players have started using. It kind of shuts down 4-gate quite well. And Light did this in game 1 as well and transitioned from this into Blink Stalker. So what he's trying to do here, I'm going to get inside his head a bit. What he's trying to do here is trick Ace into thinking he's once again doing Blink Stalker. He's being like, well, you know what, the Korean thinks, like, obviously us Australians, we aren't, you know, on the world stage yet. We have some great players that do damn well in our tournaments, but we aren't. We have Moonglade and GSL and IEM, but really apart from him, not much. So we're trying to play on his, maybe he thinks, maybe he tries to, maybe underestimates us, sorry, as I try and think of the words. But, yeah, so we're trying to play on that. We're trying to make Ace believe that, you know, we only know one build. So we're going to show that. We're going to show that 3 Stalker build here. As you can see, the second gateway finishing, chronoing out the Stalkers here. Should be building a second one in a second here. What's Ace doing? He's doing a 4-gate. Yep, that's cool. We'll see how he does to pull this off. So Light pretty much is going to have to try and deny the pylon here. Ace is going up here. Looks like he wants to build a pylon over here, perhaps. That's a nice proxy location. Or maybe he's just trying to hide the probe. We'll find out. But 3 Stalkers are out. Now, these Stalkers' jobs are to deny any really close pylons. There's a pylon there. That's not that close, though. That's a good proxy pylon. You can warp stuff in. But what you want to deny are pylons around here and stuff, so that he cannot just warp in there before your warp gate is done. Because something to point out as well, if you go this 3 Stalker build, your warp gate is currently a lot behind the Protoss. As you can see here, it's about, you know, a 5th behind. So if they can get a warp in near your base before your warp gate's finished, you're in a lot of trouble. You're in a lot of trouble. But like, he's just moving out with Stalkers. He's got to be careful as well, because if there's already a pylon up back here or something, he could get 4 Stalkers warping in behind him, cutting off. But looks like he does catch this probe out here. Good stuff. That's exactly what he needed to do. And now he's just going to pull back. He's going to force Ace to play another probe here as he sends stuff across. In fact, he's not even going to do so. I believe he's just going to use his pylon to warp in here. But Light did exactly what he needs to do here. Warp gate is about to finish. He is getting a robo facility. So he's trying to fake Blink Stalker. What he's really going to do is one base Colossus. So basically in the first game, Light saw that to stop Blink Stalker, Ace would go double Immortal You get the Observer out. Ace loves getting the Observer to be safe. You know, he doesn't want to throw a game out by trying to be too risky. But anyway, we're going to have a 4-gate coming in here. There is a force field. It's going to come down to this force field placement here. Can he get it up on the spot? There is a few units running up the ramp. Where's the force field? It does trap 2 units there. Good stuff. He needs to kill them off without losing any of his own units. Does lose a Stalker there, unfortunately. Needs to micro that a little bit better. But does kill that first Stalker off. Now it's 5 against 3 and a Zealot and a Sentry as another Stalker gets walked in. You got to consider as well, Ace's pylon here is right back there. He's going to move up this ramp here. Maybe a misclick by Ace. Actually moved there. That's a bit unfortunate. And he is going to get chased away. He obviously has less units and has taken more damage than those Stalkers. But Light, choosing not to follow, is not sure that there isn't a pylon just outside his base. He doesn't know that yet, so he's being safe. He doesn't want to move out. He's going Colossi. He's getting an Immortal out. That'll make him safe against his 4-gate. But he doesn't want to show that if he doesn't have to. Looks like Ace is just going to transition. He's leaving these Stalkers here. He's going to build up his robotics facility, so being behind Light as Light is already pumping out that Immortal. But just wants to get it so he can see what's up, so he can get the Observer and get it into Light's base and see exactly what tech he's going. But what Light is going to try and do is just show the Stalkers, perhaps. Just going to move them out. Obviously, if he moves the Immortal out, then Ace is just going to be like, yeah, okay, I know exactly what you're doing. You're going 1-base Colossus. And he will counter it however he sees fit. Obviously, he's a freaking Korean. He's not going to not know how to counter something. He's seen everything. We do actually have Ace here, putting a nice hidden expansion up here. He loves doing this. He did this in another game as well. It's a very Korean thing to do, but basically, would you ever scout there is the question. It is very weak to Phoenix play, though. That's the thing. Like, if Phoenixes go over there... by the way, Stalker's moving out here. He's only showing the Stalkers. No, he left all his other units behind. He's like, well, hey, pure Stalker, man. What are you going to do? And I believe he'll pump out... Oh, look, he's getting the Immortal out. By the way, we do have... is there a Observer out at the moment? Has Ace skipped it? Ace has actually skipped the Observer, so that's actually a big thing to point out. But Phoenix play, right? If... he takes this base, you can get Phoenixes over here, pick up all the drones, kill them, then fly over to the main, go back and forth between the 2 bases, and one of the bases is going to be shut down. He cannot defend both bases at all. Obviously not the case though. He is going for that 1-base Colossus. The Robo Bay is done. He is chrono boosting that first Colossus, and Ace still has absolutely no idea of his tech yet. Has not seen that Robo facility, has not seen the Robo Bay, and he's just trying to build a Blink Stalker defense here. So right now, the Observer is coming out, perhaps and actually rallied to the front of his ramp, so perhaps worried about DTs. He has shown the Stalkers, so maybe he's kind of tricked Ace into thinking that he has gone Twilight Tech, in which case the DTs are a very viable possibility. But he's not getting the second Observer, he's actually going cross-map here, but second Immortal coming out here now as well, so clearly this would be great against Blink Stalker. Double Immortal and that kind of stuff. But he's moving out with his army now. There's a lot of Zealots and stuff in here because he's going for that Colossus. The first Colossus is about to pop out, and actually Ace will... Well... He sees the army move out and he's just like, yeah, I'm not going near that. Probably might think there's an Observer there, but doesn't want to be sure. Light has actually skipped his Observer. He's playing very risky here. Obviously, he knows Ace is a better player. Full stop. I mean, you cannot compete with the Korean pros. And actually, did he see that Colossus? I believe that may have been quite close there. Possibly has seen that Colossus. And what's he doing right now as far as a reaction goes? He's getting a Twilight cancel and actually getting up, actually building it over here, sorry. Possibly for Blink himself. That's probably a great counter to Blink, to get Blink yourself with 2 Immortals. But the Colossi is out. The Observer, I believe, has seen it by now and has seen this tech. Actually, let's check out. Yeah, he's seen the Robo, and he's like, oh, okay, I see what's going on. Light also getting a pylon here, so he can warp in Zealots and harass that base there. But Light right now has the tech advantage, has tricked Ace completely, and his tech is so much better right now. He's going to move in here, try and do some damage, just needs to keep this Immortal, this Colossi alive. Warp Prism comes out, picking up 2 Stalkers and a Zealot, so he possibly can drop, actually pick up both Immortals, probably looking to drop it next to this Colossus. Here comes the drop. Is it going to do any damage? No, he's just backing off. You got to be careful. The Warp Prism has not much health. If you can actually kill it, get the Immortals in range of that Colossus, it will drop quite quickly. But if he can't, going to be a lot of trouble. Second Colossi is rallying in here. In fact, rallying in a very poor course. He might get caught off guard, but here comes the engagement. Immortal's getting dropped down. He's going to pick off that top Colossi, but isn't going to get this one unless he micros poorly. Zealot's running in, trapping the Immortals so they can't do damage, and the Immortals are dying. The Colossi is still up. There is a Immortal in here as well for Light. Great force fields, just trapping those Stalkers so they can't run back further into their base. Probes coming out for Ace, but I think he's in a lot of trouble here. I do not think he's going to win this game. In fact, I'm pretty damn sure it's GG very soon here. Colossi still up. There is still an Immortal out and everything is dead. Ace pulling probes, trying to get the win, but unfortunately he has been tricked. His tech is just is wrong. He has lost his Warp Prism. 2 Stalkers left and Ace is going to lose this game. There's the GG. And nGenLight does take a game off the Korean Pro here. Well played, well played. Just a bit of a spoiler perhaps. In fact, I won't spoil it because I might do the whole series. It's actually the first game I'm casting if I had done the series. So just a tip. But well played, the Light does take a game off StarTale Ace. And pretty well done if you can kind of understand his thinking. Anyway, thanks you guys for watching and please check out other videos.